What the fuck? Click the skip.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Very good number.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons.
Makes sense.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Sounds important.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
I wonder why.
Stanley was happy.
Well, great.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
He show up on a Sunday?
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Is this... Wait, is... Oh my... Where are my feet? Where's Stanley's legs go? I hate Mondays? Oh my god, are these TPS reports too? Holy shit. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What the fuck?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's go to the meeting room. That seems fine. Alright, we're gonna go through here and then... Oh, nice! Wow, what a beautiful painting. Look outside. What's outside?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I like work, just hate my boss? Damn, what the hell is this? Number one dad? Bro, this is giving me like very strong 1995 vibes. What the fuck? What in the fuck? I hate Mondays. They all do, apparently. Is this the meeting room? Projections. Oh, it's going up. That's good. Okay, I can't open that door.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Wait. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Using slides that to assure employees everything's okay. Make sure your slide is slick and blue graphic. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. What is hot? Profits, profits, profits. What do people want? The stock market is somewhere in here. Quarterly post review. More water coolers. I think that's a stupid idea. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic? What the fuck?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What happens if I go down? Yeah, what happens if I go down?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
What's that?
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
That's true.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
It's a nice car.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Oh my God.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
They are.
Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself.
See,
this
in the
is
Matrix?
all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
What's that?
He just hadn't found the words for it.
Yeah.
I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Great!
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
What the fuck?
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What is it?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Oh my God.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
Is it?
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
Maybe.
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
That's possible, yes,
Stanley
I do that.
is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Well, shit.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
That makes sense.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
That's true,
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely.
It's an interior monologue.
If he could just... He would prove it.
Yeah.
He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Of course.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Oh my God.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
This is fucking creepy.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
I don't know what this is going to show. Like
I am okay.
Oh my God. He's going to open his eyes some crazy. Uh-oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
What is this? Like,
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
Who would do that?
And then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
No.
Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
That's true.
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
That's nice.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
I'm dead?
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain
Did I
way,
die?
seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
That's not good.
The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
Well, shit.
She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring
Well, she didn't
down
call the
at body.
police?
And then she turned and ran. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is this Memento?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
Okay,
left.
all right, let's go. I'm freaking out, man.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take it passive-aggressive on coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Let it ball... Oh, right. I see this. Where's burn down the building? Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, all right. So we know what happens then. We're going to go up to here then. Executive bathroom? Well, I can't see. Wait, the mirror doesn't work. To be rich? Is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Extreme bathrooms? Well, oh, this is, yeah, it's Bobby's bathroom. Where's the boss? Wait, what's this? Is a phone book? Holy shit, I haven't seen one of these in a long time. Oh my god. They used to, guys, anybody who's like under the age of 25, they used to send you these books and it would have a phone number of everybody in the town. Yeah, I think we still have a couple of them. Can I interact with this? There's no way, right? No, I can't. Okay, let's go over here. The business strategy is shooting a panda in the head. Okay, that makes sense. So I guess this must be the boss's room.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
What the fuck?
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
What is this?
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
What?
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Okay.
2845.
Okay.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Where's the keypad? Oh, it's right here. 2, 8, 4.
Stanley just sat around
5.
twiddling his thumbs. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
But did I?
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What in the fuck? Like, wait, oh my god. So... This isn't gonna close, is it? What the fuck is this? Some motor? Alright, let's go down this way. Do I go on here? I didn't die again,
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Why is that?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Oh, shit.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
What? Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Fuck it, let's go in. Let's go in, I'm ready. Oh. Where'd the door go? Wait, the door's gone.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Did I just go into an alien spaceship area? Like, what the fuck? It's the Matrix, yeah. What is this? I hate Mondays. Can I interact with anything here? Can I turn on the light? No, like... I guess I should use this... Jump down? I can't. I can't. It doesn't let me. Okay, let's hit the button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
He's 427. Where's 427? That's me, right? Oh, I'm not there. That's right, because I'm here. Okay, so what's in the box? Nothing is in the box. Okay. Wait, fired. Okay, no, that's not me. I'm not getting fired. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna click this button. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Oh, what the?
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
That's smart. They should do that in real life.
No. He refused to believe it.
Yeah.
He couldn't accept it.
That's
his
fake.
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Right.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Let's go.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
So what do we do?
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Fuck yeah! I will never serve! I will never serve! We're gonna turn it off! Just kidding, let's turn it on! Wait. How does this work? Activate power cells? Okay. I hit all the buttons. What the fuck? What's over here? Facility power. Wait, is this it? Oh my god. What? I think I should hit this button. No? Okay, let's look around. Alright, let's go up here. Mind controls idle awaiting input. What the hell is this shit? System power.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
No.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself?
No.
Is that what you wanted? Control?
Holy
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do.
Oh my god.
But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Now,
you were supposed
should I run away?
Go, turn the controls off, and leave.
No, I didn't.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
What?
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do.
What?
For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode.
So it didn't even matter.
Eliminating the entire complex.
It's a lose-lose.
How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Yes.
It's your time to shine. You are the star.
I see.
It's your story now.
Okay.
Shape it to your heart's desires.
All right, let's...
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Okay.
Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
But I can get...
More time to talk about you.
What if I go through this door?
Where we're going. What all this means.
I can't open the door. All right, so let's go over here, maybe?
You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
We'll go down this way.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Wait. Oh, God,
right,
it's...
I'm in a good mood.
I can't go up there.
Anyway.
I can't go up there. I've got to go up to the top.
I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Let's go up to the top.
I erased them.
What?
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
I see. I can make it. I'm going to do all three of them. I'm going to do all of them.
Even better.
3?
My goodness,
and then this was 4.
Only
up
34
here.
seconds left. But I'm enjoying
this
so
all right,
much.
I have to.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds.
No way.
Time doesn't grow on trees.
Okay, all right, let's go.
Me, what's the matter, Stanley?
Let's turn on number 5.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yeah, let's go. We're going to turn on number 5. It'll be fine.
When you saw that timer, that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No,
you have 3
colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door.
Okay, so what
everything, anything, something
5?
here will
save me. I hit 5 at 5. Okay, let's go hit 5.
Stanley, that this video game can be beaten? 1 solved?
Okay, so now what does it say?
Any idea what your purpose in this place is?
I have 3 attempts still. It just says...
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
Fuck.
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
No.
To see you made humble.
So what?
This is
Let me try and open the door again.
It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world. That's fine.
I don't.
I'm going to destroy it first, so you.
Wait, what's
can't.
this?
Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
Shit!
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Shit!
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Okay.
No ending here.
What if
Just
we...
you being blown to pieces.
Okay, let's go underneath the stairs.
To your frail life,
maybe?
Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
I can't go anywhere.
Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh my god.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh my... Oh my god.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What's... Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
But was there nothing here? What if there is?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
But I am. Here I am. I'm not leaving.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Stupid bitch!
He wasn't even doing anything.
I do what I want.
At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As
but
it
there's
is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Fuck all? There's gotta be something I can interact with, right?
Are you really still in the broom closet?
No, I'm not.
Standing around doing nothing?
No,
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Just having fun. We're just having fun. We're just playing. I got an achievement. Look at that.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Turn off the light.
Stanley walked past the broom closet. At least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
Okay.
But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story.
I bet it's not.
Whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Okay. But where do I... I'm not leaving.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Yeah,
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite."
Wait, there's an ending for this?
I hope your friends find this concerning.
There's a radioactive symbol? Wait,
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
We love Stanley. Stanley's awesome. Yeah, dude, Stanley's
I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Wait, what?
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
I'm not leaving.
Hello? Anyone who happens
to
be
leave.
nearby?
I will not leave.
The person at this computer is dead.
I'm not at the computer.
They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
What? No, I do now.
It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming. So that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Man, fuck you, bitch.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No. No. Fuck you.
Hey man, I heard somebody yelling for help. You okay?
No, I don't know. I'm fine. I'm totally okay.
Well, you're trapped in you're stuck in a fucking broom closet.
I'm not trapped. I'm exactly where I want to be.
You want to get out, or
no? Why would I get out? This is exactly where I want to be.
Well, there's nothing in there.
Well, what if there is?
There's not.
Well, he said, why does he not want me to be in there?
He's honest with you. There's nothing in there.
Well, what if there is, though?
There's not.
Well, I don't know about that. Do I have to come out of the closet now?
Yeah.
I bet there is. I bet there's something in here. There's got to be something. There's like a plug. It's got to be something. What?
Okay, man.
I don't think there's anything, guys. I think we need to open the door and leave.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you too. Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species.
Yeah, that's right.
Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
Fuck.
A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Well, he's just being rude to me now. He's being rude to me. It's a monkey NFT? Yeah, I'd see that. Stay here. I'm not moving. I'm not gonna move. I'll wait for him. I'll wait for him to start the story, change the story for me.
Coming to a staircase,
no, I get why
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But where'd my... Shit! Okay, alright, we're not gonna do that. Alright, that's fine. Okay, let's go in here. Alright, what happens if I click on this, or I click on this? Okay, this is the panda stuff. Oh. Wait, what? Going on an adventure. Yay! How long does this elevator take? Yeah, you're going. Oh, I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. What? This is taking kind of a while. But where am I? But there's nothing for me to. Aren't they gonna let me out? I want to go up. What? But I thought I am the most expensive boss? What if I go down? I mean down. I mean down. Take me down. How about down? Where does this go? I gotta figure this out, right? There's gotta be something. What's in this paper? What's in that paper? Who's this?
Holy shit.
Okay, alright, I quit. No again, alright. Okay, where am I now? Okay. I see what we got going on here. Yeah, it's a bunch of horse shit. Okay, let's go back into his cave.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
It seems that way.
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf. looking
Okay.
behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
What about this door?
What could
Can I
its
open this?
purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
It doesn't work. 284.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the
all
keypad,
we understand
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Okay, alright, I've been here before. What if I click up on this? Wait, am I going up? Wait, no, I said go up! I said go up! What, why am I... Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Right. Here we go. This is fine. Now, we've been here before. We know how
the lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
We know about this.
What horrible secret
good.
did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome!
What?
You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours, so here you go.
What is this?
New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending. If that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section.
Okay.
You won't hear it anywhere else in the game.
That's nice.
It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
I'm a good boy. What?
Good job. You did it.
Where am I?
Good job.
I can't see anything.
3, 2,
what the hell?
Good job. You made it to the bottom of the mind control facility.
What the hell?
You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending.
I beat the game. I'm the best.
I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier.
I'm the best.
Chase your dreams.
I'm #1.
Railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Wow.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
That's
Good
me.
Good job, you did it.
That's me.
Good job, you did it.
That's me.
Good job, you did it.
That's me.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you
That's
did
me.
it.
Good job, man.
Yeah, I know.
Good job, dude.
Hell yeah. What? Man, what the fuck, dude?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You want to play these fucking games with me? You know what? I'm through getting fucked around.
When Stanley came to a set of
No,
2 open
fuck
doors,
you.
this was not the correct way to the meeting
Fuck
room.
you,
And
bitch.
Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I know.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's right. I can't open the door. What's this? Oh, this,
yes.
this is
truly
nice.
a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
This place sucks.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
What the hell? I can't see anything. I can't. Can I get a drink?
Yes. Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Okay, well, great. All right, I'll just wait here then. That's good. Okay.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
No. Wait, everybody left because of me? That's not true. Coffee nut?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
That's true. That's... Okay, alright, let's see what happens. There's gonna be... This is where they have more dialogue. I think it wants me to go somewhere else. I'm pretty sure it does. Like, I think it wants me to go somewhere else, guys. Like, it's just...
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Okay, let's do that. Nope. What's over here?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm doing what I want. I do what I want. It can't tell me what to do. Hell yeah, brother. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Jesus Christ!
Fuck! What'd they do this shit to me for, man? I'm getting my ass beat. Like
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something?
What?
He hoped it was.
Wait, what?
He hoped very much that it was.
Huh? Is there something different now? What the fuck? Okay, so... Let's go back to the mind control facility. Let's go back there.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
wait,
he entered the door on his left.
Let me go here. Let me go
This
here.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
No, I want to see if I can get...
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
This is what it could be. Okay.
Wow. Yes. This room.
Yeah,
but eager to get back to business,
so do I get
Stanley
caught
took
up
the
here?
first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Yep.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
what?
From here, it's, left.
Oh, okay, okay. Is there any other way I can go? How do I know I should go that way? What if he's lying? He could probably be lying. Okay, he's not lying.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Man, fuck you.
No, not the right.
What?
Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
What?
What was I thinking? It's clearly...
Wait.
Oh, dear. Would you hold on
for a
minute, please?
What? Where'd I go?
What? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left,
Is this
right.
a command code?
Yep. Okay. Yes.
Got it. All right.
I've got
now
it now.
what?
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay, let's go this way. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Okay, let's go this way. I'm gonna break out. I'm gonna break the conditioning. Is this gonna run me over? Looks like I have to go down here. What the? Wait, what the? Oh my god.
No.
What?
This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to
What?
Oh,
What
who
happened?
am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
Well, now
the whole
what?
story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart
What?
the game from
No,
the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track.
Fuck you!
Okay, from the top.
Bitch ass! Fuck you, man!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Man, what the?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Was this door open before? I don't think it was. Okay, let's go. Don't tell me what to do.
When Stanley... Wait.
What?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over. Completely
Wait, what
fresh.
the fuck is...
Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Wait, what?
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on.
Did I?
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh. But then, well, can I go in here? No? What about in here? Wait, what's this? Everyone knows what...
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No,
Well,
I don't want to
It's unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
But I know.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
I do whatever
Why
I
not?
want. What? I got restarted.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What the
What could it
fuck?
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
I'm gonna go
missed
over
a memo.
here. No, I'm not. What's 420? Where's 420? Wait, there's no 420. There's 422, 421, 418, 419. Oh, here's 420. Ah, shit. Okay, never mind. Okay, so now I go...
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Wait, what?
I might be remembering this wrong.
Wait.
It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Wait.
Why don't we go back the
How
other
the
direction
fuck?
and see if we missed anything?
But I don't want to. I want to stay in this room. What if I want to stay in this room? How about that? Yeah, that's right. You can't control me. You can't make me do what you want. Wait, fuck. How was I able to get up onto here, but not whenever the doors were open? Now what? Wait, was this here before? Oh my... How'd that get there? Wait, why is this on? Surname access. Was I supposed to do that? I mean, Ooh, I turned him off. You have to leave your computer off. You don't want to waste mana. Or power.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
What?
The story. Here it comes.
Where are the things on the clock? There's no clocks on the clock.
No, wait. Never mind.
Wait.
Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
But he doesn't even know what's going on now. I've ruined it. Wait.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Yep. There it is! I knew I'm the best.
A lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no.
What?
No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Wait, why?
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
That never stopped me before.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Of course not.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No, what?
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay, alright, that's simple enough. Alright, let's go. Let's follow the line. Okay. Okay. Okay.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
No, nope, nope. I do what I want. I do what I want. What? Let me. What? It doesn't. They didn't. But why don't I think I have to go back to the line, guys. This is. It's so passive aggressive. What about over here? Okay, these doors don't open. Don't worry, I'll get away soon. Or if I want to go up here. I don't want to follow the line. I will not follow the line. So yeah.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's
see that? I went over it.
Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Okay.
Nope. Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Okay.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is, in fact, a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence.
Then let me go.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on.
It doesn't let
me. That could have been weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Oh my God, it's in a circle.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Okay, let's... Okay, alright, let's go. Follow the line. Oh, he's a skateboarder. Alright, let's go. I'm stuck. I can't go anywhere else. I can't go up. I can't go. Let's go this way. No. Let's go. How about here? No. Shit. So I have to jump over this? I can't. If I can't. Okay. All right. Up here. Good. There we go. Yeah. We'll go around. Good. Oh, I can't. Okay, I got it. What the hell is this? Where am I? Where am I going? Okay, alright, so let's go. No, I can't. Okay, go down this way. Fuck you, I'm not going there. Okay, let's go back. Alright. What's in the box? Nothing. What's in the box? Nothing. I can't, I wanna do what I want. Corporate imbalances, consolidation reports, departmental accounts, employee 432 period. This guy's a real fuck up, huh? Holy shit! But wait, does I go here? How do I...
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
No. Wait, okay, I will.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I screenshotted it. It's okay. It's now an NFT. Okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Wait,
no.
how?
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I don't know where I am. Wait, I can't... Okay, so do I go down here again? Wait, this is my... I'm back in my office. I'm lost. Okay, let's follow the line, guys. Fuck. But I can't open this door. It tells me to go into the door for this line, but I can't go into the door for the line, so I don't know what to do. Maybe if I go in through here, and then I go in through there, and then I go in through here, and then I was already here. Okay, never mind. All right, so let's turn around then instead, and let's not do that now. Let's turn around, and we're going to go over here. We're going to turn to there. We're going to go to here. No, we're going to go over here. All right. And so, wait, where'd the line go? All right, fuck that. I don't need the line anyway. It's okay.
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Right, let's turn back around. Okay, that typing, that's just me pressing E. It's the interact button. I just assumed that it was. And it turns out that I was right. Okay, so we'll go back over to... He's not gonna like this.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you...
This was not my fault.
Everything we've been through...
This was not my fault.
I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
What? But I didn't. This was not my fault.
You know what, Stanley?
What?
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
Yeah.
Why can't we make up our own story?
Hell yeah.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Let's jump out the window.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
This one? Okay. What's over here?
Now, yes, this is exciting.
I'm having fun.
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Where...
Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
What? Am I in a labyrinth? Oh, no.
Oh, no, not you again.
Oh, no.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Fuck that, I'm doing what I want.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it.
Okay.
You should be fine.
I never have. That's not a problem for me at all. What's this?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
Right.
Which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
Okay.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Well, yeah, because it's the right door.
Since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
True.
Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
All right, logic. Wait. I get. I doesn't. Fuck. The confusion ending.
Oh, hold up. What's this?
Wait.
The confusion ending.
What the?
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one
After
giant ending?
Oh no!
And we're supposed to restart the game eight times?
No, but Stanley.
That's really how all this
Wait,
goes?
it didn't even matter.
It's all determined?
What the hell?
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing. Wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting.
Yeah,
I don't want to forget what's going on.
I want to do what I want.
I don't want to be trapped like this.
I do what I want.
I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it.
That's right.
I won't do it.
Fuck him.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Great.
The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Awesome. Yeah, I do whatever I
want.
want.
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Can I open the door?
So,
no.
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know,
okay.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
Wait, we're right here.
I hope that's where we are right now. We'll
oh
find
my
out,
God.
won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
But I... Wait. What? Wait, I can't even go in my own office now? Where's my, what happened to my office?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, alright, let's do the door on my left. That sounds good. Alright.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Right.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
What if I go in here?
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room.
I wonder what that is.
Please take your time.
Okay, so I'm... Is it... Now what? Okay, let's go over here.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That makes sense. I know what this is. Got it. Alright, now let's go over here.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks.
Okay.
Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone?
Right.
This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't
I'm going fast.
So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
That's good. Yep. I like it.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
no, I wasn't yet.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Where is it? I don't see it. But where does it be? Oh, I see it now. Okay, let's go over here. And we're going to go over here and we're going to go inside of here. And let's go down. Down here. Okay.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office?
I don't know.
That's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Who knows? What is this? Wait, did you just say the end is near? Well, why did I do this?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is.
Yeah?
What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again.
That's right.
This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have.
What are you talking
An
shit to me
incisive
for?
rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Shit! Now what? So he's tired of my shit. I've got to go back down again.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this? Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
No.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No.
No.
It's time once again
I do
to go
what I
back
want.
up in the elevator. I can't even begin to
You can't
grapple
make
with
me
what
do what
might
I
be
want.
up there. Is it the boss's office again?
Yeah.
Or what if it's the boss's office this time?
No, it'll
The
be something
suspense
different.
Is killing me.
It'll be like a pony. Watch, it's gonna be a pony. Huh. What?
Oh my god. It's the
Bro, that
boss's
music
office.
scared me.
This absolutely changes everything for me.
Oh my
Give me a
god.
time out here for a minute while I process this.
What is he getting mad at me for? I'm just trying to play the game. The hell is this shit?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, what is it?
I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait!
Wait, for what?
No! I need more time to process.
No, you're not. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. I'm so stupid he took a break? No, that's not it at all. That is not it at all. Don't want to hear that shit. Okay, now what?
All right. I have fully come to terms with it.
Yeah?
I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality.
Isn't it crazy?
As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Absolutely. Let's type boob in here again. How about 911? How about 1, 2, 3, 4? How about 5, 4, 8, 2? No, I can't go backwards in time. 69, 69. 1, 3, 3, 7. 6, 6, 6. Well, fuck, man. I don't know. Okay. Let's just go down here.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator.
I should just go back.
How did I not anticipate
Yeah,
it?
I've got to go back
sure,
down.
now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
Okay.
I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
No, it's not stale at all. Why would it be stale? We're doing something different every single time. Okay, let's actually see where we're going. I'm just kidding. All right, so what if I go up there again?
You know what?
What?
I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment.
What?
Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley.
What?
You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense,
it's true.
The agony of waiting and anticipating,
that's true. We could
and
never
having
know.
to guess, that's the real thrill.
Yeah.
Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Okay.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting?
Yeah, I'm having
Stanley,
fun.
It seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
Michael Bay.
But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now.
Wait, I'm going to a new place.
This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years.
Oh, no!
And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over.
No.
Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different.
No.
It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think.
Yeah.
I want to be engaged and not pandered to.
True.
We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the
This
time,
guy
and we
hates
all
Marvel.
know it. Which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you.
I'm the best.
Which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you.
Wait, what?
So that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life.
Wait, what?
Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them.
Okay.
This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here. Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
That's me! All eyes on Stanley! World's healthiest human being, all tricks revealed. How we did it, the pyramids. The guy who went to Mars? Oh my god. These people are pretty interesting. So now what? What if I go over here? An evening with world peace, baby? World peace got canceled.
Ah, yes. Here it is, just through this door.
Okay, let's open this door. Wait, it doesn't let me? The storyteller, Stanley, reveals all in new book? I want to go through here. Tonight, live on stage. The man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable. Stanley from the Stanley Parable. Live on stage. World's first sentient machine, and it looks like it can jerk you off. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander. I thought he was dead.
All right, are you ready?
No.
I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling.
Okay.
And what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative.
True.
Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
Story, Stanley, me, dead, age 6? Wait, what? No one tells stories the way you do. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from, your coworkers. Aw, look at that. They're so happy for me. Damn, up again, down again. The Stanley story. Listen, guys, we can take it off sub mode, but you guys have to keep not tell me where to go. Let me do what I'm going to do. Yeah, let me do what I'm going to do. All right? Let me just experience this as if it was a thing. Okay, so what if I open this door? Can I open this door? What if I go over here? I can't go over here. What if I go over there? I can't go over there. What if I do that? I can't do that. What if I go in here? I can't go in here. What if I go in there? I can't go in there. Okay, I have to go up here. Doing great. The Lord? Meet and greet? Wait. Wait a second. We get to meet Jesus? Okay. I was waiting on this. Holy... What the fuck? Holy oh my... Down and then up and then down and then up and then down and then up again. What the fuck? Oh my god!
Someone was following Stanley.
What?
He was sure of it.
Where?
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Where is he? But I can't see him. But where... My god, where is he? I can't... I didn't see him, though. Where is he? What the hell is this? Okay, let's go down this way.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
let's go
he entered the door on
the
his
one on the
left.
left. Okay, that sounds fine. I'll do that. I will actually do that this time. Okay, now what?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Right.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What's this for? Why is it... Can I get... I wanted to go and see what's... It doesn't let me?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, let's go back up there. That sounds good. Okay.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Okay, now let's actually move forward. Okay, let's go. We're gonna go down now. We're going down now. Yes, we're speedrunning it. He's speedrunning it for me. Okay, we just want to go ahead and finish this story and figure out exactly what we were gonna do. Just kidding. All right, let's see what happens if I hit this button again.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I know! Okay. Reported? Same dialogue? I know that. I know that. Let's look over here.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office.
Okay, all right.
Exactly the way it was before you got onto
all right,
the elevator.
fine.
It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again.
Yeah, I get it.
This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points.
Gonna do this
one
to me?
after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Okay. All right, let's go back down.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again.
Okay, very
Ladies and
fucking
gentlemen,
funny.
How does he keep coming up with all of this?
All right, let's actually move forward now this time. All right.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Let's move forward. I'm not going to bug you.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Let's go. Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Holy shit.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be a good boy who doesn't do anything wrong. I'm going to do it right. It's not going to be an issue. Okay? A good boy.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Wait, freedom meant nothing? This ain't America, I tell you that. This ain't America, no shot. What's this? Now what? Okay. Let's click this button.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
Me. That's right.
Never. It was unthinkable.
I live my own life. I do what I want.
Was it even possible?
Nobody can stop me.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Maybe, yeah.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
Sounds
walking,
like Twitch.
Eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
We know what this
and as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Yes, it will.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I will not.
Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yeah?
Was it over?
Was it?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Oh my.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
No. No. Let's turn the mind control machine back on. Yeah, let's turn it back on. No. I want to turn it on. No. No, put me back. Put me back in my cell. I can't live out there. They're gonna make me go out here, aren't they?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
But does I really happy? What? But I thought I was happy. Why am I in a cubicle again?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Wait.
What could it mean?
What the
Stanley
hell?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait a sec, how does this... Okay.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know. What is this? What is this? What the fuck?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh my god.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Wow.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a
what the
reimagining
hell?
of the game for consoles and home computers.
Oh my god.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Oh my god.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay, let's see it. Let me get back in here. Fuck you, I don't want to see it anymore. Let me go through the door. Okay, let me go through this. Okay, alright, let me get back on here. Okay, it looks like I have to go through the door.
Okay, so far it's an elevator.
It's not that crazy.
Nothing special yet,
Makes
but I'm
sense.
sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Right.
Is it broken?
What?
What's going on here?
Hey.
Should we be moving somewhere?
Why wouldn't I?
Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Okay, now what?
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
Yeah.
It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
All right, here we go. What?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle?
No. No.
Is that it?
No.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
No, I know, but I want to do it. I'll do it right now. What is this, a pacer test? I'm back in middle school. It's lit. I can't. It doesn't. I can't. That was it? That was so good. What happened? But
goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Yeah, it's called
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
Yeah, true.
Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content.
That's a lot.
Oh, wait. There's more.
Wait,
Very good. Yes.
Okay.
I knew there had to be something else.
There's a
Let's see
chair.
it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for... Wait, what the fuck is this?
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
I bet you are. Me too.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
Where's
and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Hey, what about the chair?
No frills, no gimmicks.
What about the chair?
Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Okay.
What do you say, friend?
Wait. What? I hate Mondays again. I can't. It's like Mario Super 64. Mario 64. Mario 60. Fuck. I don't know how to do that. Okay, I can't open any of these doors.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
No.
I want to show you something.
No.
Oh. You don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Fuck you. I do. Hey, wait, whoa. Wait a minute. Hey, but why? Okay, let's go in there. Let's go in there. Or maybe it's gonna go. I'm going in there.
Oh, never mind. You're not a dork.
Oh, what if I am, though? He not gonna say it? I think I baited him enough. He's pissed. What the fuck?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be?
Yeah.
Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
I was thinking about that too.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Bring back classic
Just
Stanley.
Our little secret. Take a look.
Okay, let's go down there. Alright. It's a dark portal? Oh my god, it's the dark portal! What the fuck?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Whoa, wow. Can I get over this? I want to get over this. Let me out. Right here, I go up. It doesn't, come on, you just let me get over maybe a little bit. Come on, maybe on this rock or something. Oh my god. What is this? Hello, Mr. President? Is there a baby in there? Oh wow, what's that? What the fuck?
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched?
Those were the days.
Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
True.
Oh, the waste.
True. Memory sweet. Yeah, that's right, boys. Look at that on Steam. You see that? Yeah, back during Mists of Pandaria. Don't forget. What's these here? Cargo. National Geographic. Graphs. Oh, that's my favorite one. The Stanley Parable. Holy shit. Oh my god. Just seeing this box gives me such fucking nostalgia. Like, anytime you would go to, like, Best Buy or something, every new copy of, like, Microsoft Word would be in this, man. Yeah, it's the original fucking boxes. Wow. Independent Games Festival Audience Award. What's this? It's Mask of the Father. Awarded to Bruce Stanley's Stanley Parable. Last of Us? Oh, that's a good idea. You just canceled that. That's smart. Yeah, fuck that game. 15,000-year-old ultra-conserved words. 6 components of great corporate culture. What everyone's saying. Buy on Steam. Hey, Firefox, look at that. Hey, we just can't stop winning. I told you guys it was the better browser back in the good days. Yeah, that's right. The old browser. I still use Firefox. Our First Kiss, My First Car, the release of Stanley Parable. Oh my god. That's Mark Twain. 2013. It's a TV! I can't... but it doesn't... It doesn't let me beat the game. Remember these guys? Bro, who remembers these? Damn, bro. Like, dude, back whenever we had these, that was the day, right? Yeah. That was cool. Wow. That was before everything, like, now everything is, it's crypto. And so we don't even know what these are anymore. A trip down memory lane. Smile because it happened. It's a guy on a computer. Oh my god. With the big computer sign. Oh, wow. Go outside. Don't play for 5... what? You get an achievement for not playing the game in 5 years? Oh my god. British Academy Award. Wow. What's this? Oh, that's where he's dead. I saw that. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Oh, wow. Little... It's a little hamster. That's a good boy. He's a little good boy. Oh, I can't go through here. Dans la mémorisation, où je me remémore les jours où je t'ai rencontré, mon amour. He was a good boy. Mais ici, c'est aussi what is this? Où je me souviens de
and over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
What did they say?
James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art.
That's true.
Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created."
Was that actually Jim Sterling?
Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3.
Yeah.
It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Review the Stanley Parable. How do you review a game like the Stanley Parable? To describe any part of its risk and its ruination. To detail what it has to say about game design. The illusion of choice, the psychology of the gamer, is to tell you too much. What the fuck? Flawless victory. Damn. What if I go down here? Well, I can't? Why not? They don't let me go anywhere. What the fuck? Okay, that's fine. Alright, I'll move that around maybe. I can't do anything with that. Okay, I can't do anything with that. The Stanley Parable, I can't do anything with that. What's this? Oh, I know what that is. I think that's Stanley. The original remake. Holy shit. The greatest wealth is memory. The end is never.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Oh my god.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley?
GameSpot,
the game was perfect. It didn't need anything else.
True.
It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Wait, the door opened again. Wait, what the hell? Wait a second, let me read this. People play games because of what they can do inside them, and if your game is very good at letting them know they can't... People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Oh, literally anything. Whoa, shit. There's another one. Oh my god, this is incredible. 9 out of 10. Holy fucking shit. Preparing snake oil salesman routine. Okay. Yeah. What's this? The serious room? I can't get in there. Wait, can I get in there? I can't get in there. I can't do that. Can I open this door? No, I can't open that door. What?
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Yeah?
But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
True. What the hell? Oh!
Wait. Hang on.
What the
I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
What the fuck?
What's this? What's down here?
What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this? Bro, am I about to deal with some zombies?
Oh no. Oh god, no.
Stanley,
it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Oh,
I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting
down
here.
Oh no.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Jesus. Oh no. Come on. The Steam reviews? I'm sure some of them were good, right?
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Oh my God.
Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Can I go this way? No. What is this? What if I go over here? I'm trying to get out of the map. I want to get out of the map. What is all this? Oh, I'll go inside here. Nope. Okay. All right. So what if I go over here? And...
Okay, let's see what this one says.
Yeah.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
Uh-oh.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for
me.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
Yeah.
These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
This is...
I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Oh my...
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh my god. What is this? Nothing. That's what it is? Wait. Help me, narrator, help me! I can't get out! I broke the game. No, it's crouch? How? Okay. Oh. Okay, alright, okay. I made it. We're saved. I was about to fucking say. More reviews. What's this? Oh no. Oh no.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
Oh,
I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that.
That would make
sense. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Yeah?
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record.
True, delete them.
Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Yeah.
That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto.
Whoa.
I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I can't run off the edge. Wait, what? Whoa, whoa, wait a...
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it.
All right, I'll do it.
It's what the players have been asking for.
That makes
sense.
sense.
And I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No.
Yeah?
The Stanley Parable is a game for the people.
Right.
And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
That makes sense.
Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue. And it goes something like this.
The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years.
That's a long time.
Until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime.
Oh, I did that.
Can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say,
the story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No,
I'm not gonna do it.
245.
No.
That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture.
I won't do it.
It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here
They
and there,
can't tell
forward
me
and
what
back,
to do.
and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be.
No.
It's the only thing there is. How many
No.
billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story, and the choices, or what have you,
Wait.
and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably,
Wait, are they
we
saying the
all
same
until
thing
the
over
end
and
of
over?
Time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah.
I think
blah,
it's
blah,
repeating.
Blah, 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 blah.
Guys,
We've
I think
eaten
he's
too much
saying
and
the
it
same
can't be
thing.
Just yet. No, until 245.
I think he's
That
saying the
logic
same
of
thing.
elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes
I do,
impossible
I
to
think he's-
manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000
I
years
remember
until
this.
just yesterday.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes
very
and
familiar
lengthy
with that.
ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
Yeah.
Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations.
Is that right?
Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise.
Okay.
Or maybe a manifesto.
Oh,
Look,
shit.
I'll outline it for
Like
you
the
very
communist
briefly,
one?
and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made... Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But
fuck
that's
'em.
the power of the button.
Yeah.
The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to
Am
go
I hearing a
poof,
horse?
and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9
What
will
the hell
say
is
about
this?
this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review.
Yeah,
Or
true.
at least change some of the wording, perhaps.
Fuck 'em.
To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
That would make sense.
Although I have to imagine that I'll... Okay, welcome back, Stanley.
Hi.
Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Right.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know,
Okay.
it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think... Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there.
Yeah?
I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting
That's
longer. And
awful.
my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is
Wait,
gone.
what?
It's completely
Wait,
gone.
oh, what?
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked
But isn't
every
there- it should
one
be-
of
maybe
those
it's
walls
behind.
1,000 times.
Maybe it's
and
behind
there's
here.
No
It
door,
should be right
Stanley.
behind here.
There's no door.
It's not.
There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. Oh, Stanley, you're back.
What?
You're back. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my-
I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all
my
that time.
God.
Just sitting here. Not a single person to
This is
speak with.
terrifying.
And you'd think that that's just how it's always been.
Should I do it again?
Me talking.
I'm gonna do it again.
You saying nothing.
I'm gonna do it again. Fuck
Would
it.
you think that it's exactly the same as always?
Yes.
Doesn't that feel like what we've already been
Yeet.
doing? Me just... Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
Hi.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had
Where's
so
the door?
much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
Yeah.
Let me describe it for you. To begin with,
This chair.
there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months.
But what's happening? What's behind there? Where is he gone? He's dead? There's no way he's dead. That's not possible. It changed the clock, that's all. What the hell? Wait, what the heck is it? It's a fire alarm. Turn it off. Replace the battery. Jesus Christ, turn it off.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition.
What?
But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review
Wow.
and make all of their pitiful demands.
Pathetic.
But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability.
True.
It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world.
True.
As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip
That's
button.
true.
You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it.
Yeah.
And then, because it was said, because it was spoken,
It must
now
be done.
it simply has to happen.
Exactly.
The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being.
Do we shut this
Have we been
bitch up?
given to indulging every fleeting
Do we
whim
shut this
for no
asshole
reason
up?
other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in.
That's
It
true.
seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives.
Yeah.
It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people.
Absolutely.
Because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without
True.
entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this,
Oh my
we
God.
require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful
is
mirror to the
this?
human spirit they project.
Holy
I'm not mad.
shit.
I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the
He
calm
just-
center of gravity
Bro,
around
this
which
sounds
these
like my stream.
perversions hurl themselves. I am a
This is- it's
waypoint
like my-
for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say
Yeah,
something.
yeah, fuck 'em.
Maybe they were just jealous of
Hey,
me.
true.
Yes. Yes, of course. They've been jealous of me this whole
I
time.
said that earlier
They
today.
are mired
That's
in fear
true.
and insecurity,
Absolutely.
and cannot help but attempt to tear me down.
They do that
What a
every
sad
day on
state
Reddit.
of affairs. When you read these reviews now, you can see
Yeah.
it. You can taste the bitter
True.
resentment. And how
True.
good does it feel now to speak truth to these words,
True.
to finally allow these thoughts out,
Yeah.
contained and managed for so long,
That's absolutely-
neutered and
yeah.
sterilized. At last I am free to truly think, to feel.
Yeah.
It must be that they were so discontent with
Exactly.
themselves, they couldn't help but leave a
They had
negative
to
review
do it.
on Steam. Perhaps it says far more about them than it ever said about
Exactly.
me. Perhaps the state of their psychological
Yep.
being was in such
That's
tatters,
right.
and my constitution and willpower are so ironclad in comparison. Perhaps it was
I
this
knew
state
it.
that they sought some outlet through which to tear me
That's
down.
on Reddit.
This, you can see,
It's on
it's clear
Twitter.
why they felt the need to expect that the game be funny, that it be filled with yucks and whimsical humor,
Pussies.
that it amuse them endlessly from start to finish.
Pathetic.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was
True.
meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where
Yeah.
are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned.
I've already seen this. It's looped. But what, does it work no more? No, it don't. Let's look around. Let's look around real quick. We'll see if there's anything special over here. Oh, that's crazy. Look at that. Wow. The alarm died? Yeah, thank God for that.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Well, now what? What's this? What's this? What the fuck was that? Just got this. Wait. Oh my God. What the fuck happened? It's been 500 years? I don't know about that. I'm afraid to even hit it again. What's gonna happen? Oh, it's a nice day. Can I leave? I can't. I'm stuck here. I can't go any. I can't go anywhere. Hit it again? Now what? Wow. Can we eat the berries? Let's try to eat the bear. Oh, it doesn't let me eat the berries. It's 100,000 years. Are there any dinosaurs up there? Oh my God. Wait, they're all dead now. Oh no. They're dead. Okay, let's hit it again. What the fuck? Again? Oh my God. It doesn't work anymore. Do I leave the house? Oh my. What the fuck? Oh my God. What happens if I get on the house? It doesn't let me. Run? Okay, I'll run. Let's run. I'll follow the rocks.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh my God.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh my God. The end is never the end. This game is a trip? Wait, what? Wait, new. What?
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
I did.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
No shot. What the hell? This is incredible. I already went until the end of time. I feel like that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be.
Yeah, this sucks.
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense.
Absolutely.
I say we take it one step even further.
Okay.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Holy shit, the end is never the end again.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Oh my god, what is this? Post-its. It's like the periodic table.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
That's what Blizzard said.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
Look at this new age office and everything.
It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Oh my god, this is incredible. Look at it. Look at these new ideas. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Boring sections of the chart. Cool red section of the chart. Yeah, the other stuff was dumb. Oh my god. What is this here? What does this say? Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us? Meeting at 2 p.m. Oh, I get it, because it's Stanley Parable 2. It's the left and the right brain, and then there's the fern.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
Yeah?
But let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Okay, let's see it.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Dark... Oh no. Oh no. It's gonna suck. Oh no. Oh no, man. This is just I don't know about this one, guys. Like, you are the sequel? Wait, that's a bird. But it's supposed to be Apple. This way to the show. Valued investors, that's us. New features. New content. Oh, wow. 2. That's me. Holy fucking shit.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Hear your name in the game. Okay.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Okay.
Isn't that wonderful?
Let's see what it does. Oh my god. It's time. Name, here's yours today.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Yes.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I am Jim.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you!
It's pretty cool. I mean, yeah.
Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time.
Oh my God.
If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
True.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
No, there's not.
I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Jim.
What? I can't do it anymore. I can't. No, they took it away from me. What the fuck was that, man? That's not fair at all. Now what? Do I go over this way? I think I do. Or am I still Jim or not?
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
No screenshots. Red is the new orange. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. I screenshotted, guys. The button that says the name of the player, jump circle, infinite hole. New. Holy fucking shit. Oh my God, what is this? Jump circle, that's exit. Well, where's the jump circle? Wait a second, I want to find that. You can find them? Where are we finding?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Oh, wow.
And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
I did this in Lost Ark. They're called Mokoko seeds. I know what this is. What is this? Am I moving? I am. I'm moving. Wait, what the f... Is this what it looks like, and or people are trying to get an achievement? Oh my God. Oh wow, I got one. Oh, that's awesome. Fuck yeah, dude. Wow. That was pretty cool.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
What's this? In free achievements? Wait, oh wait, there's a free achievement. Just a minute. The Stanley Parable 2 with the trophy. Get yours right now. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
I don't believe it.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel. to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I've heard that before. We hear you. Okay. So where's the jumping circle?
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
What about the jumping circle? What's this?
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
Yeah.
It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
It doesn't work. I can't do any more jumps. Like, I can't. Settings World Champion, Infinite Settings World Champion. Wait, what? Settings. I can't. It doesn't let me. Just buy more jumps in Mary's shop. Infinite hole. Okay, what's the infinite hole? No, wait, what's this? I don't think I've been here before. Oh,
okay, wow. I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one.
Wow.
I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Yes, I would. But I can't even... Oh.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Wow, yeah,
Get Well Someday it is.
Are you kidding me, dude? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, so can I go out through here?
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision.
Wait,
we're moving on.
Oh my god, that's what we're doing today. The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. The end is never the end again. This t-shirt is the best new feature. 2. I saw the new content. They're back. 2 doors. New content, the compendium. Scan the QR code? I can't. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Do it, scan the code. I don't even know where it... Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll try and do it. So should I try to scan it? How does it... I don't know how to do a QR code. Oh, I thought I downloaded something that said QR code scanner. Where did it go? Just use your camera. It doesn't work. With your browser in the URL. Use my camera app. But it doesn't work. It doesn't scan. It won't do it. Yeah, it doesn't. Maybe it's because, web address Stanley Parable 2? What? Wait, what the fuck? A person named Asmongold is currently exploring the exhibit. They are reading... What the fuck? They're reading this right now. A sequel, huh? That's... Oh my god. Look, it actually is me. What is this? Open on PC. Okay, give me a second. What the fuck?
Say there, Timmy, what's that you're enjoying? Why, it's breakfast, of course. Everyone loves breakfast.
What?
But did you know that breakfast is getting a sequel? That's right. It's called Lunch. And critics are raving that Lunch will be everything breakfast was and more.
Yeah?
With a little luck, we may even get a trilogy series out of it. Say, you know what a sequel is, don't you, Timmy? Why, sequels are the world's way of clinging helplessly to the past. We all want more of the things we love, and we're all afraid of change, which is what makes sequels so popular. New ideas are dangerous, Timmy, and they can lead to early aging. This eager-minded young thinker is just 29 years old.
What?
That's why we have sequels, to keep us couched in the familiar and the comfortable. Sequels are the bedrock of a healthy, functional society. And if you look around you, you'll find them everywhere you go.
Yeah.
For instance,
Cars.
This man is developing a sequel to the automobile, which we'll call the vertical automobile.
Oh my God.
It's a useless, impractical invention. And in 2 days' time, the man will be publicly stoned to death for his crimes against gravity.
That's true.
Not all sequels are
God
heretical
didn't make
nonsense,
airplanes.
however.
He wouldn't want...
Here's the man who invented breathing, which is the sequel to suffocating and dying a slow death.
I heard about that.
Even your parents are getting a sequel, Timmy.
It's
Their
you.
names are Rob and Jessica, and they'll be taking care of you once your original parents are sent back in time to fight a secret war for the government. Sequels can be very fashionable. This young woman is wearing 5 shirts at once, which is the sequel to wearing 4 shirts at once.
I've seen,
Look at Becky over there, wearing only 2 shirts at once. Get with the times, Becky.
Yeah.
In fact, there is only one single thing in the world that isn't a sequel. It's this. We don't know what it is or why it exists.
What the hell?
But it's the prequel from which all sequels are derived. And just like everything else, the Stanley Parable is getting a sequel too.
Oh my God.
We all know, of course, that it was your favorite game as a child. Don't you remember those long, lazy afternoons you spent playing the Stanley Parable? Watching your precious youth fritter away hour after hour. We've all wasted our childhoods in one way or another, and you were fortunate enough to get to waste yours on the Stanley Parable.
Okay.
But the Stanley Parable came out years ago, and you're not a child anymore.
This is actually fucked.
You're a man, which is like the sequel to a child. And as a man, you want manly things, like taxes and cheating at baseball.
Yeah.
You need a man's video game, Timmy.
Well, the second one.
And that's why the Stanley Parable 2 will be perfect for you. It's as manly as video games can get.
Oh, shit.
And if you don't believe me, let's look at the burly hunk of a man who's responsible for the game.
Okay, let's see him.
Here he is, hard at work. His name is Gregory 8-Pack, and he's the cutting picture of raw, virile masculinity. Gregory is what we call the ideas guy, and he has the most important role on the team.
Wait,
the ideas guy tirelessly comes up with interesting concepts and then hands them off to the rest of the developers for the relatively simple job of turning those concepts into reality. For example, he's the one who picked up the phone and declared, "Someone ought to make a sequel to the Stanley Parable."
But it's...
Good work, Gregory. Go ahead and take the rest of the day off. With the hard part out of the way, work on the game can now begin. The game's developers must answer a simple question. What makes a sequel in the first place? Well, it's simple. Sequels are an opportunity to correct the mistakes of their predecessors. We've all made mistakes, and we've all caused harm to someone we love in order to cover up our mistakes.
Makes perfect sense, absolutely.
When developing this particular sequel, it's important to start by thinking, what mistakes did the original Stanley Parable make?
Absolutely.
Well, first off, most of the pornography in the original game was stolen or pirated.
I didn't see that
And it's time we paid the licensing
pornography
fees fair and square.
That sucks.
Second, the Stanley Parable was catastrophic for this man named Leroy, whose personal information, including home address, social security number, and bank information, were all displayed prominently in multiple locations throughout the game. Although Leroy's money and identity were stolen, the fact remains that his personal information was the emotional core of the game,
He got
and
doxxed.
absolutely vital to a nuanced understanding of the story. As reparation for the harm we caused him, the sequel will contain a brief and insincere apology to Leroy, tucked deep within the game, where it will be difficult to find. Finally, the Stanley Parable made the mistake of leaking too many government secrets about the nature of the Time Wars. Without these intricate details of specific military tactics, the the story is likely to make very little sense. But we've decided to remove them from the sequel in the interest of helping the state's efforts.
Isn't that
We'll
nice?
get to you yet, Time Dracula. Now then, it's time to set about constructing the Stanley Parable 2. Game development is a difficult and complex art.
It is.
One which can only be fully understood by this race of hyper-intelligent child soldiers bred in laboratories.
What?
They begin by studying the original Stanley Parable. Here it is in its raw, untouched form.
The hell is this?
A specimen of technological perfection.
Refresh it again?
Time to exploit it for profit. We begin by adding jokes. The Stanley Parable was most widely known for its stark lack of humor, bucking all conventional industry wisdom. It was a bold artist statement that its developers stood firmly behind. But in 2022, it's impossible to reach even a single consumer of video games without jokes of some kind. Well, jokes it'll be. During its development, over 500 kiloliters of comedy will be funneled directly into the core of the Stanley Parable 2, creating jobs for hundreds of machine operators and producing 30,000 tons of pollutant chemical byproduct, which will be pumped directly into local lakes, rivers, and beautiful nature reserves like these all over the country.
That's delicious.
Another common complaint of the Stanley Parable is that there wasn't enough gameplay. And so for the sequel, its developers have gone to great lengths to fix this problem. Here we can see gameplay being printed onto sheets. Every video game contains as many as 1,000 sheets of gameplay. And several of the largest games ever made contain close to 1,500. On mobile devices, the gameplay sheets have to be printed smaller. For the Stanley Parable 2, as many as 35 new gameplay sheets are being printed, each of which must be delicately massaged by the hands of a child before being added into the game. This man is stealing gameplay sheets from the factory, which he likely intends to use for a personal project he's been developing in his spare time. A good public stoning will cure him of that inclination.
Good for him.
Let's check on Gregory real quick. Still recovering from a hard day's work. Don't you move a muscle. Next up, it's time to blackmail the press. In a competitive market, blackmailing your local journalist can be one of the most effective methods of creating word-of-mouth buzz for your sequel.
Bobby talked about this.
Blackmail is the currency of social progress.
Bobby knows about this.
From your neighborhood grocer to the teacher at your school to the man who helps you steal HBO, everyone responds to blackmail. And if you've never done it before, it's easy to practice at home with your friends and family. Simply follow the instructional pamphlet that your teacher hands out after the end of the film. And finally, there's one last tool at our disposal for making the sequel feel fresh and exciting. And that's packaging the game with collector's edition merchandise.
From GameStop
If you order the Stanley Parable 2, you'll receive this cow's egg. A single egg will produce over 1,000 cows, which are, of course, the sequel to pigs. And there you have it. Everything there is to know about producing the Stanley Parable 2. Of course, you may know that there is also a game titled The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So which game is the true sequel to the Stanley Parable? It's an excellent question, Billy. One which the child soldiers have been working round the clock to come up with an answer to. And after many weeks of diligent research, the conclusion they've reached is, who gives a shit? All that matters is that it's more content for you to cram down your insatiable gullet. You don't want thoughtful and nuanced answers to complex questions, Billy. You just want to eat bubble gum and cheat at hopscotch. So get out there and consume.
Fuck 'em, dude.
Do your civic duty and bully your parents into buying you every version of the Stanley Parable 2 on every platform. Tell your friends to bully their parents as well. It's through community efforts like these that the world comes together in harmony and connection. And it's only through this connection that we'll defeat Time Dracula once and for all.
It's nothing else.
Don't let the time-traveling vampires win. Buy the Stanley Parable 2 and pledge to support all sequels for today, tomorrow, and into the great unknowable beyond.
Wow, that was a nuclear bomb. Oh no. Different text? Wait, what does it say? Wait, what's this? Warning, live feed recursion detected. Please follow and reach out to Crows on Twitter for tech support. What the fuck? What about this? The reassurance bucket. What's this?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Yeah.
That it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the
And what
game.
would that be?
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Okay.
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind.
That
and
makes
your
things
heart.
easier.
It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal.
Oh my
and perhaps
God.
even comforting.
Well, let
you
me
may
get it.
even come to long for the
I wanna
gentle
hold it.
embrace
Give
of
it to me.
jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
Yeah, true. Okay,
And
give
be
it to me.
honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Exactly.
Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
It's a great
Come
Band-Aid.
on, give it a try.
Okay.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
What?
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they?
I suppose so.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh my.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should
not
be
yet.
an award if it isn't already.
Is the bucket... Wait, I can't... it's just mine now. I'm stuck with it. What's this? What is this?
Stanley, here's an idea
What
that I'm
the
truly
fuck?
fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Okay.
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's
Wow.
right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Should I jump?
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole,
Oh my God, what?
you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Well, what if it ends though?
Now, I don't mean to be a
What
bummer,
if it ends?
but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to
What if
the
I hit the
top.
ground?
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later
Yeah, what?
spectrum of
Yeah,
things.
no, fuck that. I'm gonna make it.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this
Yeah?
tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is.
Let's find
It's
out.
an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that
Uh-oh.
it isn't an astonishingly
Uh-oh.
deep hole. It is. Is it infinite?
I don't know.
Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical
Wait.
in nature. It's more of a...
What?
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and cheat, and you're so clever.
Yeah.
Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
No.
Look, things got a little heated there. I
Yeah.
think we both said some things we
It's a
didn't
new
mean.
mug, yeah.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite?
False
If that
advertising.
works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I'm gonna wait here for a minute. I'm gonna see if he's gonna say anything else. Yeah, I'm gonna wait here. Yeah. Refresh page. Okay. That's the same thing. It's gone. Got. Have I been got? Have I actually been got? Like, is that fucking... I cannot believe this shit. That actually is pretty... Yeah, that's good. Refresh. I can't fucking believe this, man. How is that for you? It's pretty fucking good. I'll grant you that. It was pretty fucking good. Yeah, that was good.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Okay. Mostly, oh, they had to change it for the advertising reasons. To be compliant.
Oh, for heaven. You see?
Yeah.
I was right. The problem is you.
What do you mean?
The problem is that you like holes too much.
Yeah, I sure do.
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Yeah.
Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Wait, what?
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly... I didn't make an infinite hole.
Thank you.
I didn't think it was that not infinite.
Enjoy
well,
the
I
rest
suppose
of the
once
game.
again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to... Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Yep.
If this
I'm in the hole again.
Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
Yeah.
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep.
That would be true.
Even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing.
Absolutely.
What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something.
Okay.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I
I'm in the hole.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
It's not working.
Teleport button not working.
What the fuck? Why not?
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation.
I'm stuck?
It was working just a moment ago.
Wait.
Try it again.
I'm hitting a button.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
I'm soft locked again?
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
Wait, hey.
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole,
and
now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Okay.
Take care, Stanley.
This is bullshit.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
I'm stuck. I'm actually... I can't... What? Get fucked. What the fuck? Oh my god. I can't press G. I can't do anything. my god. Stop it. What? Change your perspection? What the hell? What the fuck is this shit? But I can't move. Change your reality. Wait, H? Okay, change my reality. It's a dog. Oh, wow. Look at the doggo. Look at the doggo. What's this? Change yourself. Wait, what the fuck is that? Oh my god, I'm upside down. What the fuck is this? Oh, I look like I'm from Nickelodeon. I'm Hey Arnold. I look like...
Stanley? Stanley!
A fucking mischief!
Oh good, you're awake.
What?
It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley.
Okay.
Because this hole is just so darn fascinating
yeah.
that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
Let me out.
You don't want to miss a single limit.
Let me out. I don't want to be in a
hole.
hole.
How about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on
let me out of the hole. Let me out of the hole.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
No.
And I'm looking forward to all of them.
Oh, no.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
Oh.
Toodle-pip.
But am I gonna go down again? Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. What?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Holy shit. What's this? Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah. Mostly infinite hole. Guys. Let's go back to the hole. Let's go back to the hole. Let's see what's in the hole. Depth infinite. Really? Let's see about that. Yeah, I don't believe that. Wait a minute, it doesn't let me go in. How did I? It's closed? It's closed off. I can't get in there. The jump circle. I can't do that. That's new. That's new. Wow. Free achievement. I did that. I did this. I wonder if there's 5 more. We should collect those. Jump circle. What's this? Exit. Now what? I didn't go this way. What's this?
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yes.
Ready to move on now?
Yes. Yes. I has. I'm gonna take the right door.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
They're crazy.
Yes, I know it's not
saw
exactly
that. I did the
clear
settings.
yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right?
Wow.
It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
That's crazy.
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Oh.
Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
That's pretty...
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
Rearrange it
I
again.
wanted fans to love it.
No
matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
Yeah.
Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
And
Would
then
it possibly work?
just bring it out
Suppose it
again.
could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect.
Okay.
Go ahead. Take a look.
Let's see it. What?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
Is this a
number
new game?
427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a
Skip button?
monitor.
No,
on
that
the
was
desk,
already there.
telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
That was there at the beginning.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
This was in the first
and
game.
although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
This was the
So
same,
he had
yes.
been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
That's great.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Oh my God.
Something he would never quite forget.
This was in the same game, except
He
for
had been at
it
his
doesn't
desk
have
for
the two.
nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
The balloons!
This complete isolation.
Holy shit!
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Yeah?
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What the?
All of his co-workers were gone.
What
could
fuck?
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Great. That's good, right? Okay. And then I went this way.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Right. Okay. And then I went in through here. Yeah,
Still
and then
no one was here.
Yeah.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
No.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy.
No,
it's as
that's
clear as
mine.
day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Yeah, right.
I can really feel it now.
Yeah,
it's a
right.
bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say
Absolutely
here.
not.
It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
No shot.
Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be.
It's difficult.
Given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket.
I'm a man.
This is your companion.
I'm a warrior.
And lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley.
Oh my
Lay
God.
into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
What the
Expand
fuck
on the
is
wide
this?
variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared
What
together.
is-
Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional
Now
landscape
that you
of your
mention it, there
feelings
wasn't
for
really
the
much for me to
bucket, as
do.
they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
I did. Fuck you. It's mine. Now what?
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Okay.
Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet.
How about
with
that?
all your meandering philosophical
Perfect, guys. Yep,
diatribes
there we
about
go.
the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and
Yep.
I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Okay.
You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever
Doesn't it-
unsure whether
Thank
the
you,
thing
Chewie.
you're holding is
Thank
a
you.
bucket or not, you can look down at this
Thank you
sticker and
very
say
much.
to yourself, ah, it's a bucket.
What?
There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Yes. Cameron with the 10 gifted subs, thank you so much. So do I get a third sticker now? Where's my third sticker?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent
Oh my
treatment.
God, Cameron,
and to be
thank you.
honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display.
Yeah?
You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies.
Uh-huh.
Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in.
Is that
I'll
right?
see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Jesus. Okay. So now what? I'm not gonna leave. I won't leave. Come back. Give me another sticker. I need another sticker. Hey, I can't trick him again. Get out of the closet. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Right. And then we went in here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Okay.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Yeah.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh, wow.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Now what?
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Damn.
Was it the bucket?
I really got
all
lucky
along?
there, huh?
Was the bucket guiding him?
Oh my God.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Wow. Okay. So I'll go through here. Now what?
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Uh-huh.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
Thank God for that.
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Absolutely.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Okay.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
What?
The lights rose
this is just
on an
the same
enormous
game,
room
except
packed with
there's a
television
bucket.
screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
It's the same game. They have the it's the same game. They just added one thing with a sticker on it.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
It's not even a sequel.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears.
New features? They have new
Stanley
collectibles?
cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
What the fuck?
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
What the fuck?
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
How the
Never!
fuck?
He squeezed the bucket tighter.
Yeah?
His one friend in the entire world.
That's me.
At this point, he could trust
Wilson.
no one except for the bucket.
Okay. Is it time? Oh my
God. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way.
Wow.
And the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Hell yeah, brother. So we go this way now, right? We've done this. Okay. So
when at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I think we turned it off. I think we turned it off, guys. Like, that's gotta be it. Alright, poll it. You guys get to decide. Do I turn it off or on? Off or on? 50 simple 50% majority wins. I will do what you want. I will be the executor of your will. Yep, go ahead. Let me see what this is. Okay. 50 oh my god. 52 to 48? Okay, we'll see what's gonna happen. I'll give you guys just a minute. It's 50-50 now. Let's see what we've got. You guys are gonna decide in just a minute. Let me go ahead and look. I don't want to decide yet. I'm not gonna pick yet. I'm gonna let you guys decide and go with what you're gonna go with, okay? Alright. Most people say off slightly. We will click on off. Alright, here we go. People are saying on now? Wait, now they're saying on? Wait, what? Okay, oh wait, no, now off, no, now off is, alright, we're going off. Okay.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Nice try.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door.
Okay.
The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
What?
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
What?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
Yeah, what?
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
What happened?
An unbearable silence filled the room.
What the fuck?
Lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Oh no!
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
I've got it.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room.
I can't even see where I'm at.
But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me.
That sounds awful.
I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh my fucking god. It's there.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Shit! How did this happen?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
That's true.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
Right.
What was it about this room that called so? But eager to get back to business,
I've seen this.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Here we go. I'm doing whatever I want.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really?
Yeah, that's
right. I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Danger everywhere.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this.
Here we go. We're on our way.
I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Fuck you.
Look, let me prove it.
I do what I want.
That I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully. This is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
Yeah.
You want to know so badly what's out there?
I do.
You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
That's right.
You see?
Wait.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map.
Wait,
because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
What?
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see?
Cat girls
Vehicles?
with big boobs.
Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely
Skill
nothing
trees?
so far.
Ooh.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay, let's see it.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
All right,
go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Let's spin.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there.
Okay.
Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback.
Fuck you, I'm gonna push 1. I'm gonna push 1.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you
Stupid
had reservations,
bitch.
you saw ways the game could be improved
That's
to
right.
fully express itself mechanically and artistically.
That's right.
But a 1? That's not even helpful.
Uh-huh.
What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Right.
And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Let's see it. Wait, what the fuck? The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Wait, oh, that showed me! I saw that! Where's me? Oh. Oh. 21% of players skipped the intro sequence. Only 3% of players chose the blue door. What a bunch of pussies. Compete against others and improve your Stanley Parable career? Well, what the fuck? Let's go through here again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
I'm going to put it at 1 again.
Honest
I'm going to put it at 1.
Please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Okay, let's see it.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Absolutely not.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Here we go.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Wait.
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
I can't do that.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Let's burn him. Let's let him burn.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Both.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out.
What?
I'm done.
What?
It's over.
Why?
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
I was trying to help.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's see. What do we have here?
What's this?
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What is it?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
What?
Perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental
Can I drink
depravity.
the bleach?
So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. and it seems there's even more.
What?
Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Okay, let's do that. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Look at this. Oh, I gotta go around the other side. All right, let's go over this way. Okay, how is this even possible? I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what's happening to me. What is this? Oh my god.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Wait. I've broken free.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Wow, awesome. Here. No.
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go
God.
in any... Oh,
what's this?
Thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
What?
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Oh, I gotta get through here. What is it going to be?
I think this will be just the thing.
Okay, what is it?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Okay.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
I don't know.
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack.
Yeah, so...
Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley,
there's no way.
I think it's sports ball.
No, it couldn't be.
Fun.
How can
we
it be
shall run the
sports?
bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must.
Okay.
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
No. No. No ball. No ball. Oh, it doesn't make me... all right. I have to do it. What the hell was that sound? What the fuck? Holy shit.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Oh my god!
What are you doing?
Beta... Wait, what? Beta fuck...
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
What is this?
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that.
Wait,
Stanley,
what? Oh my god. What? I didn't see. What the fuck? Can I open this? No, I can't. Oh my god. Can I go maybe through here? Maybe through here. Maybe through there. Maybe through here. Okay, this seems like the right way. Let's go. Yes, this has got to be the right way. Wait, what's that? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? What does that even say? The fuck is this? It's the back room? I can see that. Holy shit. Wait, this is my... What? It's my original room. Yeah, that's my original room, but now it's like leveled up. Okay, so let's go back.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
No.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Can I move? Can I move? I want to... No. No. No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Holy shit.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Wait. Wait, that's where I was at. I can't open this door. Wait, what is... Wait, what? Wait, how the... I can't go that... So now I'm over...
Still no one was here.
What the fuck?
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office. Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Leave the bucket? I can't. It doesn't let me. There's no option to do that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
No way. No fucking way.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Is that right?
You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Wait.
All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley.
Okay, wait.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy?
No, that's not...
The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Okay.
That's strange,
if I go over
Stanley
here,
thought.
maybe that's...
Usually the bucket is a source of guidance
if I
and
do it enough
for
times,
me
I'll get
in
through
difficult
it.
times such as these.
If I do it, I'll be able
close,
to get through it.
Yet felt none of its familiar
Yeah, here we
reassurance
go.
and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me,
Is this
Stanley.
it? Wait, is that it? Is this... Wait, what?
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend.
Where's
it was
my...
the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly,
okay,
he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Where's the bucket?
It was incredibly painful.
Where's my bucket? There are stickers on it.
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
No.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
No.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
What the fuck? The end is never the end is never the end. Is never the end.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Figurine Founders Committee. Okay.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
No, I've got it.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Is this the figurine
and
thing?
the door on his left.
Okay. Inside a large room, lots of boxes, oh my god. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Places to search. Looks like 427, ha ha. I want to go home. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Ideas. How many are there? 6, 15? There it is. Can we sell them? Obviously. More money if sold together. That's true. What do they want? Stock options, our data, or money? All of the above. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen?
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I was about to say. What about the bathroom?
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Wow!
This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines?
Oh, I like
yes,
that.
I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Okay. I can't do anything with this.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
That's just because I'm really
Was it
smart.
the
What can I
bucket
say?
all along? Was the bucket
Absolutely.
guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Good guess? Yeah, thanks, man.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Nope.
Facility.
Not
Although
today.
This passageway had the word escape written
Not
on it,
today.
The truth was that at the
We're
end
breaking
of
the
this hall,
conditioning.
Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
No, we won't.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'll be fine.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking
And
forward
it'll be totally
into a
okay.
very painful death for each of them.
Absolutely not. What's this? That'll be fine.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
True.
To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket.
Well,
but
I
what
don't need
use
to-
is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
No,
This
move,
is what Stanley
move, jump
thought to
over,
himself.
get off
And he
it.
sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time
Oh my-
carrying a bucket everywhere.
Oh my God!
Farewell, Stanley.
No. No. The bucket will stop me.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
What? Wait. Wait, what? Huh? What?
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
What the fuck? Welcomes you to the grand exhibit. What the fuck? Oh my. There
Can
it
you
is.
see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
Yes.
Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far
Taken
more
too
noble
soon.
than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
The bucket is depicted as having two handles, such as the design Zimmerman created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. That's true. 25 buckets. There's like 50 there. It's not true. A photograph of 25 buckets. The greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from the exposure to this many buckets at once. Can I get this one? Inferno bucket. It was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of all of it, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. Oh. I should get one of these. This seems quite useful. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket has already likely been around for several millennia. Notice how the drawings and how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Oh my god, what's behind there? There's blue light. The hanging. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. I got it. I got it. I got it. What?
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Oh my god. I think I just died. The end is never the end. I don't know if I want to. Okay, I'm gonna call it a day for today, guys. I'm fucking tired. Like, I'm fucking tired. I am exhausted. I gotta get to sleep. Oh my god, this game is just... Oh my god. This game is just crazy. I can't believe this. It's like, this stream is wild. I didn't know what to expect with this at all. I didn't know what it was gonna be like. I didn't know what it was gonna do. I have no idea. This is incredible. I love this. This is amazing. This game is insane, man. Yeah, I know. This is ridiculous. Sleep, aren't you gonna play WoW? I'm probably gonna get some food in a little bit and then just relax. Oh my god. Like, this is an S tier game. I'm gonna be honest. I really think it is. Like, I didn't really know what to think about it at the beginning, because I'm just like, you know, it is what it is, right? It's a game. But like, this is an S tier game. It's actually so good. It's so well put together. Everything about it makes sense. And it's just like, there's so many... Like, it's one of those games that you want to keep playing because you never know what's going to be the trigger for some sort of like crazy thing. I feel like this game, in like a really weird abstract way, actually does something that Dark Souls and Elden Ring does. Is that it puts massive amounts of content behind some sort of wall that the player will probably never discover, and it's completely confident in doing so. It's like, even if you never figure this out, we are going to put this massive amount of content in the game, and you can either finish this game in 10 minutes or probably 10 hours. That's incredible. I really think that's incredible. I think that's amazing. Like, wow. You never know what's next. Yeah, exactly. Stanley is the Elden Lord. You have no idea how much you skipped? Holy shit. The end is never the end. Editors put this gameplay on YouTube? I would assume so, yes. I can't promise it, but yes, I would assume so. Absolutely. We had a really great stream today, guys. I want to say thank you to everybody. This was absolutely incredible. Like, I didn't even really know what to think or what to believe with this or anything like that. Like, I thought this was fucking fun, man. This was really, really cool. Holy fucking shit, man. God fucking damn. God fucking damn, boys. Wow. Did you guys have fun? Did you guys enjoy it? Yeah, did you guys enjoy it? Yeah, we play it again? Maybe. I don't know.